welcome to Consciously Healthy. I'm Laura.
And I'm Claire.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing really well actually today. I'm quite chipper.
Chipper?
With an extra R.
That's brilliant. I'm okay, but I've got a bit of a headache and I'm tired today, which is kind of normal when you experience chronic fatigue, as I do. It's my Achilles heel. So today I'm tired. So the way I kind of experience that is it's a little bit like I'm watching the world happening around me. I don't often feel like I'm in it, which I think is quite a common sort of feeling for people who have chronic fatigue. So yeah, that's where I am, but I'm here.
Rocking up.
Yeah, loving my work.
I'm quite excited by this podcast because it's a topic that is very close to our hearts, and I think that you personally are really, really experiencing this at the moment. So I think you've got some wisdom to share, which I think is marvellous. And the topic is, it's part of our Reclaim Your Life series, and the topic is, it's a secret that we have to share with you, and that is hold your own emotions. And what do we mean by that, hold your own emotions?
It's a really good question. That's really nice kind of hippie language, isn't it? So I'm just holding my emotions right now. I think for me, what that means is, firstly, learning how to be with my emotions and what my emotions are trying to communicate with me. It also means that I have learnt how to heal my wounds myself. So identifying when there are wounds and knowing what needs to happen to heal those wounds. So
I think something that's really common is when we are in pain, we look for external sources to make it better. Or we look for people in our lives who we love to make it better. So it's the way that we describe it. It's when you are going to someone with a broken part of yourself saying, please look after me, please heal this wound in me. It's kind of going to the wrong place, because we like to imagine that it's an empty cup that you are asking to fill. But this cup it's bottomless, and your partner, your loved ones, they can fill this cup up, but because it's bottomless, it just keeps going through and going through and going through. It never ever fills because we're looking in the wrong place for that love and affection, and we actually need to find it in ourselves. So this is what hold our emotions means.
So this is becoming self-sufficient, and it's, when we find it within ourselves, we have we also have a bottomless capacity to refill our own cup. So therefore, it's totally sustainable.
It's really empowering as well to be able to look after our own emotions, because there's something really quite frightening about relying on someone else to make us feel better. It's like if that person left us, then we would be in the wilderness. I mean, what would we do? But if we can do it for ourselves, it's incredibly empowering.
Yeah, and actually what's interesting is I always thought, well, this means that I'm going to end up even more independent, because I like, my issue is not really necessarily allowing people in to help me. So I always thought, well, this is going to mean that I'm even more isolated. And actually it couldn't be further from the truth, because what's actually happening is, instead of me coming to you, for example, and saying, oh, please love me, fill my bowl, make me feel better, actually, if I'm doing that work for myself, then I'm able to come to you and say, well, I'm actually having a really tough time right now. I'm feeling quite vulnerable, and I'm okay. I'm filling my own cup. But actually, maybe in the way that we communicate, it would be helpful for me if, or actually, I'm just, I need a hug.
Yeah,
a hug would be really nice right now,
Oh, when you get.
So it's like I'm able to fill my cup and then go to other people to for other things, where actually that does involve interaction, and that is then in itself really replenishing and lovely.
Absolutely. So it's looking after ourselves and being okay to ask for support. Absolutely. But fundamentally we're the ones that are holding those emotions.
The responsibility is mine, or
Nicely
yours
put.
or anybody else's. So there's the responsibility. And if I look after myself, then I can also ask for other little cherries on the cake. So a hug, or you've got 5 minutes for a cup of tea, I'd really like to share where I'm at, or hear where you are, or those kind of things.
So what's your top tip for holding your emotions?
My top tip for holding emotions is to learn how to not blame other people, which is really, it's very hard to do. I think most people would resonate with the fact that it's hard to do. You made me cry, you made me angry. Actually, that's not true. Someone says something, the way that we react is what makes us cry or makes us angry. So it's actually our choice to feel these things. So by removing the blame from somebody else, we are actually empowering ourselves to change the situation. So, if I am angry, I can change that. If someone else is making me angry, I have no power to change that. So by holding our own emotions, we're also looking for empowerment and self-sufficiency. So by stopping the blame, that's how we do that. And how about you?
I want to build on that. I think my top tip for holding our own emotions, is ownership. And what I mean by that is when you are communicating, to use the word I and not you. So I feel sad, I feel unhappy, I feel fear, rather than when you're speaking to someone saying, when you feel fear, you feel like this. Actually becoming really conscious of your language and using the I, bringing it back to the I. So ownership would be my top tip.
Lovely.
That's it.
Great.
Great, lovely.
Unusual. Nice, unusual. So we look forward to speaking to you next time. Bye.
Bye.